guys, it's Wednesday and yeah. Actually what I'm usually going to film on Wednesdays is like my health videos and stuff, like where I am. I am behind, way behind. So I'm just going to kind of put it out there from where I started with this. And I'm really going to do like weekly updates on what how I've done on my food, what I've eaten, how I've done with keto, what recipes I've tried possibly. Um, because it's kind of hard. I used to be really good at this. I just suck, I guess. I don't know. But so I'm going to get to that here in a second. This is kind of a combination video. Um, I totally deleted my Sunday chit chat. And let me explain why. I was kind of harsh on the mama of the boy that was put into the hospital. And I can get that way sometimes. And I know I can get that way sometimes. I can get very moody. And I was extremely tired. I hadn't slept. My son was crying, because he was coming down from everything. I was pretty much up with him except for that 1 hour where I didn't talk to him when everything was going on. And I was just full of emotion and I shouldn't have been a jerk. That still is her child regardless. And I was mean to say the least. My son is actually fine now. He's over it. The little boy, he's not little. He's in his 20s. The boy or child or man, I guess. God, that's so hard because I've known him since he's been like 12 or 13. He's okay. He's still in the hospital. So my son did the right thing and he knows that. He's still in the hospital and it's Wednesday and this was Friday night. Part of it was what we call Baker acting. But he didn't really wake up in the hospital until Sunday night-ish, Monday morning. So that goes to show how much medication he took. And he basically had to sleep it off. They gave him what they have to give him to get that out of his system, but it's still in your system regardless, at least enough to keep you knocked out. And he was knocked out in the hospital, taken care of. He had, because my son works in an emergency room, he knows this. He had a babysitter in the room, so it's basically a nurse sitting there making sure he didn't do anything. He had nothing. He couldn't even have his phone, nothing. Or still can't, I don't think. I get daily updates from his mom. And he's getting irritated now that he's in the hospital, but he's back to his own self. For the most part, he's getting the proper medication, not the medication he shouldn't be having. So, and he's got, he has like mandatory therapy, they come in and they sit there until you talk to them. So, he's got that going on in the hospital. Let's hope everything goes okay, with him, going forward. He does have some mental health issues anyway. They've kind of excelled since he got older. So, when I started knowing him, he didn't have them or they weren't coming out, until he was older. But he does have some mental health issues, and that was what kind of took him into this downward spiral. And he wasn't taking the medication for that properly. So, because he didn't want to take medication, and that took him into that downward spiral. He's doesn't have a choice now. He's in the hospital. He is taking his proper medication. He is okay, So, his mom has been there as much as they allow him. They only allow her a little bit of time in there, which I've never had a child or a person that I know in the hospital for mental health issues and things like that. Put it to you this way, it's way more severe than anxiety or something like that. So, that he has going on. So, I don't know why, and I don't know, but his mom has been there when she's allowed every time. So she was more or less spiraling. She was more or less like in shock. She didn't know what to do. So I should not have judged her. And she just really didn't know what to do. And she's told me that in messages. She didn't know what I said. She didn't see the last video. So, and my son did ask me to take it down. He told me I was being my witchy self. And I can be. And he didn't say witch. He said the other word. And I know I get like that. I know I can get horrible. And just in case nobody saw that and they're wondering what I'm rambling on, my son's Fred tried to commit suicide. My son lives 2 hours away. His friend's mom called my son because he's in the medical field to come up there to get him to go to the hospital. She didn't want to be the bad guy. And I was pissed off about that. I was really upset. It's like, why don't you take care of your own child? She knows I was upset. She knows why. But I've also had a very, very, very close friend of mine commit suicide. And I kind of went into that, oh my God, why aren't you doing something? Why are you waiting mode? Why are you dragging my kid into it when he's 2 hours away? I got mama bear mode. Anyway, long story short, I took that down. The child is fine. Or I keep calling him a child. To me, he's a child. He's not really a child. He is fine. So, well, as fine as he's going to be, and he's in the best place he should be. He's awake, alert, talking, medicated like he should be. So, all right, let's move on to health. Yay! Okay. So, much better mood than that one. By the way, I like the comments on my meal prep that's up right now. I like the one I would have made the kids clean that kitchen. I did. I was done. Yes, I made them clean the kitchen. I was completely done. All right, so I'm going in my planner, and I'm not editing this. It is not easy. I have it on my kid's computer. Christopher wants to do my editing, which is fine. I've really got to work on it myself. But, okay, so let me put up here. See here, I'm going to do this once a month. And this is probably backwards. It actually looks backwards to me. My starting weight on January 1st was 244.2. I have not weighed since. And these are all my measurements that I took. So I am also taking this as a learning curve month. I think it says my waist was 50. Don't hate. I like food. Okay. Hips were 51. Thighs were, the right one was 30. The left one was 29. I don't know. I guess my right one's more greedy with the fat. My calves were each 15 inches. My upper arms were, one was 15 and the other was 14 and a half. So I guess my right one is more greedy with the fat on there. My neck was 14.75 and my chest was 45. Let's guess that on the 1st of February, I won't lose anything, but I'll lose like 20 inches in my chest because that's just life. Anyway, going on. I am doing keto. Okay, I have done it. I have had a couple oopses. My twins' birthday, I did get the Halo Top ice cream. I did. I ate the whole pint. So that kind of took me over my carbs for the day. But I was still, this is the way I'm looking at it right now. I'm learning and I'm getting to where I need to be properly. If y'all saw my Instagram posts and stuff on their birthday, they made milkshakes and brownie sundaes and all this stuff. And I had Halo Top with some whipped cream, and my daughter threw sprinkles on it. So whatever, it wasn't a lot. I mean, it was like maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. She just kind of, I did that, and I've really, and then they had, I wasn't even thinking, Sunday night, we had tacos. That was on the meal plan. I full on planned to have a taco salad. I love taco salads. I don't normally put the chips in them. But as I was helping prepare them, I'm just sitting there eating chips and salsa like I own the place. Salsa's fine. Chips are, I caught myself. I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to eat this. So I had about like 10 chips with that. So that wasn't great. And then last night, and this was a complete oops. Okay, this was not, wasn't thinking. I know on keto you can have peanut butter. I didn't look it up, and I didn't even pay any attention. I was at like the end of my work shift. I was hungry. It was like 9:30 and I was off at 11. I was hungry, but I didn't want food, but I needed something for my stomach to like chew on, I guess. I like needed to eat. And when you have bariatric surgery, and my stomach is literally the size of a Sharpie pen, even though it seems like it can eat more than that, it takes me a really long time to eat. So it's like digesting as I eat, I guess. So when I have to eat, like when I'm hungry and I need to eat, I start to shake and I start to get, okay, I need food now. It was 9 o'clock last night. I'm talking to a customer on the phone. We have this really big issue. It was like a legit reason for somebody to be calling me. And we're, I'm walking them through and we're talking. And, I pick up my phone real quick and I message my kids. I said, somebody bring me a tablespoon of peanut butter. At least it'll be something. Well, I see people eat peanut butter all the time. And I know so I didn't think anything of it. But apparently, when I bought peanut butter, I didn't pay attention. And I got the reduced fat, which means they up the sugars and up the carbs in that stuff. That's I didn't know that. I just got brought a spoon, seriously, on a lid like to a mason jar, just so I could put it down on my desk with like about a tablespoon of peanut butter on it. Or two, it was like 2 tablespoons because it was overflowing. So I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons. That was 15 carbs. I was pissed. So I know it's a learning curve. I'm not getting mad at myself. If I don't lose anything this month, it's because of mistakes I'm making. But I'm also researching and doing what I can do. I did try working out. So let's get past the food. I did try working out. I have every intention of working out. I would go work out right now. But I have osteoarthritis in my knees. I think I told you guys about that maybe like way back when I lived in the other house. I need to get those checked out because after I worked out, it wasn't that my muscles were sore and that was fine. That was okay. I totally got that. My knees swelled up. It was very, very hard for me to walk, like 3 days. I needed help off the couch. I needed help off the toilet. And it wasn't for sore muscles. It was because my knees, they almost felt like they was non-existent and I was going to fall. They were throbbing. They were swollen. So I'm waiting for my other ortho doctor that I had where we used to live refer me to one here. And then I need to either go get them rechecked, get another cortisone shot in them or something. So it's not for lack of trying. I'm not going to put myself in, I'm not, no. So, and I have read if you're doing keto, you should not like force yourself to work out anyway at first. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. So what I'm going to do is when it's not, and it's almost that time, when it starts getting lighter in the mornings or it's lighter later at night, I'm just going to go walk. And the walking doesn't bother me. So I'm just going to go walk and, go from there. And once I start walking, I can get up to 5 or 6 miles and not even think about it. So I'm going to try to do that on daily, every other day basis, at least 2 or 3 if I can do it. So that's my intent. For that. I'm just getting brought my breakfast, which is way too much. Can you put one of these in the fridge for me to eat later in a Ziploc bag? He brought me 2 big sausage patties. I can't eat all that. So I'm going to do that. And, yeah. So tell me, what are you guys doing? I hope nobody gave up or quit, on it. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have a really, really, really bad day. And that's okay. This is like a life change. So you're more healthy. versus, oh my God, it's a diet and I failed. So even if and I haven't touched the scale, so I have zero idea, but even if I haven't lost any weight this month, I'm okay with it. I'm definitely okay with it. And it's more of I know I'm eating healthy. I'm eating like 2 salads a day. I'm eating really no bread, no chips, except those 10 stupid tortilla chips. Roughly 10. I didn't even count, so I'm assuming like 10. The whole pint of Halo ice cream in one evening. And I split it up. Like I put it back in the freezer and went and go got it. So that was conscious. And then the peanut butter. That's so far what I've messed up on. I've also might have eaten a little bit too much cheese. But it's more on, I need to, I'm really good with my breakfast is usually eggs and a protein, either bacon or sausage, which is fine. My lunch I've already got prepped. Like last week it was tuna, then I had some salad, and then I had like a hard-boiled egg and stuff. This week I've got lunch meat roll-ups with cheese and salad and something else. And then dinner, I've got some meatloaf left in there and stuff like that. It's where I'm coming on the snacks. I'll be like, go get me an ounce of cheese. Like last night, peanut butter. I didn't want cheese. So, yeah. But, so it is what it is. If I lose weight this month, I lose weight this month. This is not a sprint for me at all. I've just got to get it off. If I can get it off in 2 years, I will be a happy mama. So, yeah, but all right. Well, I guess I'm at this for 16 minutes and rambling. Tell me how you did. And log on to my Instagram and my Facebook, because I do try to do daily updates on my to-dos and my budgets, and my meal plan is in there for every day, and that's like an everyday thing. I might start doing more Instagram lives, because right now my editing skills are lacking, so I need to really work on that. But yeah, so all right, you all have a wonderful day. Please, thank you for understanding about deleting that Sunday chit chat. It was a little too personal and mean than I should have been. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.